Okay, so I haven't done this in a while. So yeah, I'm in my car, I'm on my way to work. But I wanted to just kind of just speak my piece about this whole situation with Jay and just my frustrations as a black K-pop / K-hip-hop stan. So I figured I guess I start with Jay first. And where the fuck do I start? To be honest, where do I start? When it pertains to Jay, it's frustrating to stand him sometimes. Just off the fact that, like, just when he opens his mouth sometimes, it's just like he just be saying and doing stupid shit. Like, and I was like, oh my god, here we go again. Like, it honestly started recently with a situation with him being on Lil Cherry's mukbang remix, and he he said, he mentioned the word of Allah in the song, and people were rightfully upset because stuff like that, you don't just say willy-nilly. You can say God all day, every day, but when it comes to certain religions, it's very sacred, and that is one of them. You can't just, especially if you're not even, you know what I'm saying, you just don't say that, period. So rightfully so, people were upset. And of course, in Jay fashion, the apology was like, kind of half-assed, sort of, kind of, like, that's usually how his apologies go, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like, he's never, like, it's always a written apology. It's never like I'm on video and expressing no, it's usually like I'm gonna go on like Instagram or Twitter and apologize that way. That's usually how Jay does it, right? So I'm like, and I didn't talk about it on YouTube, but I talked about my feelings about it on Twitter. Now, recently, just the other day, there was a song, it was like a remix to a song called DNA, and it's like featuring him and a bunch of rappers, and the video had came out, and a lot of people, mainly, black fans, are upset. They're upset because, like, the point of the song was just, the point of the song is supposed to be being proud to be Korean, which is absolutely fine. Like, that's not my problem. And that's not our problem with the song. The problem is that you're talking about you're being proud of being a Korean, being proud of your culture, which is absolutely fine again. But in the video, you got motherfuckers out here with do-rags and dreads and braids and afros and shit like that. So I'm sitting here, so we're like sitting here like, okay, whose culture are you appreciating, mine or yours? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like this conversation yet again. And people were rightfully upset. It's like, come on, like, what the fuck? Like, there was nothing, no Korean culture expressed in that entire video. And like I said, I don't have a problem, obviously I don't have a problem with Koreans or just any people that's not black rap. I don't care. Like, growing up, I listened to hip hop my entire life. I grew up listening to white rappers. I grew up listening to Latino rappers. I grew up listening to Asian rappers. So, like, I grew up listening to many people who aren't black that got into hip hop. That's not the problem. The problem is that I've always had, especially when it comes to K-hip-hop and also K-pop, is that y'all look at the black aesthetic and y'all take it and y'all think it because it's cool, it's cute, it's lit, it's all this other shit, without realizing that there's a deeper meaning to that shit. Like, and the thing is, and the funny thing about all of this if motherfuckers did a simple Google search, it would be different. But it's like I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Like, I watched some of the video and I'm just sitting here like, and then it's like y'all throwing up shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, dead ass, what is going on? And that's another thing that I always disliked, is when I've seen idols or rappers throwing up gang signs and shit. I'm like, y'all are going to get your ass clapped. Y'all about to get your ass smoked. Cause y'all out here, y'all see, like I said, you see shit in these motherfucking videos or online, and you think shit is cute, you think shit is cool, it's lit, but like it's some deep, serious shit to that. Like, motherfuckers die over shit like that. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally, I know I went to, I'm saying, I'm from Jersey. I'm from the fucking hood. So I went to school with motherfuckers that was in MS-13. I went to school with motherfuckers that was Bloods. I ain't know too many Crips, but I definitely had family members that was gangbanging. My own brother was out here gangbanging. Friends of my younger brother was out here gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know about that life. I've never partook in that shit, but I know motherfuckers that have. So y'all doing these certain gang signs and shit, like yo, like if you do that shit out here, that will get your ass smoked. Period. Like, I seen, it was one TikTok I seen like a while ago. I think it was like two members of CLC, and they doing this shit where they like wiping the no, like, don't do that. Like, that's not it. So I'm saying, like, you, like I said, there's a level between appreciation and appropriation. Like, you don't emulate everything you see on the fucking internet, cause like that will get you caught up in some shit you don't want. I'm honestly serious. And like, that's why I had to stop watching fucking Show Me the Money, because it was like really giving me nigga booze, like dead ass. Like, I can't fucking do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was very try hard. Like, I'm trying to be like, you know, a lot of these other rappers out here. It's like, motherfuckers, y'all not being yourselves. Like, you see, like, you know what I'm saying? You trying to be like fucking, like, you know, the Trippie Redds and the Uzis and, you know, all of them. Like, bruh, stop. You not with the shits. Like, cut it out. And then it's like, I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers talking about, oh yeah, I'm from the hood. Bitch, what hood? There ain't no fucking hoods in Korea. Y'all got housing projects. The fuck? Y'all got Section 8? Y'all got EBT? Y'all got that shit out there? Let me know. So y'all motherfuckers not from the motherfucking hood. Cut it out. Cut that shit out. Cause like, I see that shit too, and it's like, bruh, like I said, this shit is frustrating as hell. So like, I'm watching this fucking video, I'm like, ain't nothing Korean, not the music, not the nothing. I see a bunch of motherfuckers in the back, Jay's ass included, with braids and dreads and afros and all this other bullshit. I'm like, how is this supposed to tell me that you're proud to be Korean? Because if that was not stated, I wouldn't have got that at all if that wasn't stated prior. But it's fucking frustrating because I really love this music. This music has got me through a lot of tough times in my life. And I've been through a lot lately, the past couple years. And this music is my escape. You know, it makes me feel good. Like, it makes me happy. You know, like, I've made friends through this music. But it doesn't make me feel good when I see people like that appropriating my fucking culture like it's cute. And it's the other way around. I don't like it when you got people out here appropriating Korean culture. I don't think that shit's cute either. Like, that shit's cringy as fuck. Like, I can't stand, like, when I go out, like, if I'm, like, and it's usually, I see this shit when I'm at fucking KCON. It's not really when I'm in the city in general. Like, on a regular day, I don't see that shit. But if I'm, like, I've definitely seen Korea Boo shit in fucking, like, you know, so when I go to, like, especially when I go to KCON, like, y'all out here saying random fucking Korean words in the mix of you having a conversation in English. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, oppa, and, like, that shit is gross, that shit is cringy as fuck. Like, y'all bitches be out here plotting to go to fucking Korea to bag you a motherfucking, you know, thinking you about to bag you an idol or an actor, and the next thing you know, you've been in Korea 3 months, now you pregnant because you let some motherfucking random Korean dude hit your ass raw, now you pregnant, and come to find out this motherfucker got a girlfriend and fiance. Because trust me, I've heard many stories of bitches getting caught up because they had this fucking illusion that Korea's like fucking Wakanda or some shit. It's like some fantasy land. It's a regular country with regular people, that do regular shit. Like, I seen one video of like this, it was talking about some random girl walking up to random Korean men just hugging them. Like, bitch, what is wrong with you? Like, and I can only imagine how they feel about foreigners. Like, cause listen, not everyone in Korea is welcoming to fucking foreigners. People of color or not, like, some people they just don't fuck with foreigners because, and I can see why, cause y'all do shit like that. Like, the fuck? Like, and that's why, like, I've always wanted to go visit, but like, part of me feels like I don't know if I would even feel comfortable because I'm black and I'm big. So I stick out like a sore motherfucking thumb. And I'm like, I'm like, are people going to stare at me? Are people going to like look at me? I don't know. So like, I would love to, because I want to travel, and I want to go to the place that I've been, you know, into their culture for years now, but I don't know, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to stop acting like Korea is like this grand motherfucker. Like I said, it's not fucking Wakanda, people. It's a regular ass country with regular ass people doing regular ass shit. Period. But on some real shit, like, it's frustrating. Like I said, especially when, like I said, I'm looking at Show Me the Money, and it's like I said, it's just giving me real nigga boo, real try hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all be doing the fucking most. Like, I can't. Like, I stopped watching after season 6. Like, and yeah, like, if you watch like clips from the past couple seasons, you'll see why. And then, like, it's frustrating because when black people come out and speak about things like this, here we go. It's a whole thing. Oh my God, y'all always make it about race and then you got these pick-me assholes that be like, well, I'm black and I'm okay. That's cute for you, sis. If it don't bother you, that's cute for you. If you want to be a pick-me-ass bitch, go ahead, do that. But over here, another person's offended, and you don't have zero right to tell another motherfucker how the fuck they feel. Period. So if I'm mad that I keep seeing motherfuckers out here with blackface, with dreads and braids and all this other bullshit, appropriating my fucking culture like it's cute, without even looking up the history of these protective styles. Like, there was a reason why people had these styles. Like, do y'all realize that there's people that don't, you know what I'm saying, they look down on fucking black people with dreads. You know what I'm saying? They think they're dirty, unkempt, you know what I'm saying? Or they thinking they like, oh, they're fucking criminal, you know what I'm saying? You got dress and shit, you know what I'm saying? There's kids that have been kicked out of schools for wearing braids or dreads or just their natural hair texture. And then you got bitches like the fucking Kardashians, these build-a-bitch ass bitches wanna look like they black and wanna fuck on every black dick on the planet, but like, do you see them out here, you know, really getting into black issues? No. It's like y'all wanna look like us, y'all wanna be like us. What was it? Paul Mooney said it best. Everybody wants to be a nigga until it's time to be a fucking nigga. And that's the fucking truth. I'm being completely honest. That's the fucking truth. Because you don't see nobody want to be fucking white. I don't see everybody trying to, you know, be Latina. I don't see everybody, it's like y'all always trying to be black until it's time to actually be a black person. And I'm not going to sit here and act like Asians haven't gone. They've gone through it. Yes, they have. They've had their struggles, like every minority has. But if you really do your fucking research, it's hard out here being a black person. It really is. Like, and then like with Jay in particular, like, it's like, motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you was out here, all, you know, donating to BLM, whoop-de-whoop, standing solidarity, cool, that was whoop-de-you, kudos to you, bitch. But it's like, it's kind of like, how the fuck can you do that? But again, you still appropriate the culture. And this is not the first time. Jay has done this multiple fucking times. Google it. He's done this many times. And again, in Jay fucking fashion, you call his ass out. He ignores the shit until it gets real fucking hot. And then he give you this nose ass quote unquote apology and keep it pushing. This is the same man that came out his motherfucking mouth and said, well, if you're not Korean and you like K-pop, you're appropriating Korean culture. Are you fucking kidding? Like, bro, are you dead ass? Like, he dead ass said that shit. And that still blows my shit. And you know good and goddamn well that a lot of your fans are either Korean or black. Period. Like, bitch, have you gone to a K-pop show? Have you gone to a K-hip-hop show? It's mostly either black people or fucking Koreans or just Asians, period. So the fact that you said that shit blew my shit. It blew my fucking mind that you came out your fucking mouth and said that shit. Absolutely. I'm like still like, what the fuck? And then it's like that situation, because your art was getting dragged because of the fact that he's a white man from Russia with dreads. And how he responded was on some ignorant shit. And I ain't saying you can't come defend your artist, but like there's levels to this shit. And he was wrong. And you made it worse. So like I said, this shit is frustrating as hell. Like, it's frustrating as fuck. It is. Like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of having this conversation. This conversation has been had for fucking years, and I'm sick of it. Because it's not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people talking about all this education. I'm tired of educating y'all motherfuckers. I'm not getting paid for this shit. Like, I'm wasting my time because it seems like now it seems like you don't give a fuck. And if you don't give a fuck, let me know. So I can take my black ass elsewhere. And like the thing that's like fucking me up the most is that I really do like Jay. I don't think he's a mean person. I don't think he does this shit to be malicious. He's just dumb. He's just dumb. And then I don't think he gets it. I don't think he gets it. And that's the problem. That's the fucking problem. And not even just him. It's any one of them that has said some shit, done some shit, but people ain't really trying to take accountability. And that is also the fucking problem. Own up to that shit and keep it the fuck pushing and do better. And this is coming from someone who's a fucking VIP. My ultimate bias group is Big Bang. And I can go down the list of shit that they've done over the years. But see, the thing about me is I'm not blind to the bullshit. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a fan of some of the shit they've done in the past. I'm not. Do I like them as people? Yes. Do I like their music? Of course I do. But at the same time, some of the shit y'all have done, ain't it, dog? Ain't it? Period. It's just not it's not it, yo. It's not it. But I'm not gonna dig deep into like the K-pop side because this video's already like going on 20 minutes. And that I can sit here forever and talk about this shit, which I'm not going to. Google, if you want to know, Google it. There's plenty of videos of people talking about the same shit that I'm talking about when it pertains to K-pop. But yeah, like I said, I don't think Jay is a mean person. I don't think he's an evil person. He's just stupid. He's just stupid as fuck. And of course, like I feel like I'm stuck in this fucking predicament because, you know, I don't want to really cut him off really, because it's kind of hard to do that when, you know, you're the head of a label of artists that I enjoy. So 9 times out of 10, you're gonna pop up somewhere. It's gonna be actually kind of hard for me to like not listen to your voice, not see your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna be difficult. But when you do shit like this, it makes me really want to just wipe my hands and throw in the fucking towel. Seriously, like it's like what the fuck? Like, seriously, what the fuck? Like, I'm honestly really at my wit's end with this shit. And like, I don't want to just say, oh, I'm not listening to K-pop. I can't say that. Because again, like, I love the music too much. Again, like I said, I have such a deep connection to K-pop, like, than other people. You know what I'm saying? That's me. But it's, with this shit here, like, it's difficult. And I'm not gonna lie, it's hurtful. And again, I read, like, I kind of skimmed through that fucking apology he put on you. I'm not reading all that, but that shit is way too fucking long. I'm not reading all that shit. I'm not. But yeah, like, I don't even know where to go at this point with this shit. I really don't. So this is just my take on everything. I honestly don't know I really don't know what to do at this point, but it's definitely fucking frustrating. Like, I'm like, bro, like, I honestly, like, this is the last time I'm honestly gonna talk about this shit. I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not having these conversations anymore. I'm not doing this shit because I'm just tired. I already got enough shit going on in my fucking life right now that I don't, this is small shit that I'm really not trying to do it. I'm just not. So, with that being said, I know I went on a whole fucking rant. I'm like cursing up a storm, but this is just really how I feel. And if you got a problem with what I said, I don't care. I honestly don't give a fuck. You got a problem with it, don't care. thumbs down and keep it the fuck moving. Leave. I honestly, I don't really care what the fuck you do. But this is how I fucking feel about this shit, and no one's gonna tell me otherwise. So with that, I'm out because I'm already late for work. I'm gonna see you guys next time.